because it's God's talk and God is love. I want to talk to you about Chick in Charge. It was my spring social that I did this year, April the 6th. And I just want to share some of these good tidbits that we went over. We had a grand time. But the whole thing was know your charge to do your charge. And you have to do your charge in faith, in hope, and in love. That is the only way it's going to be solid, it's going to be successful, and it's going to be sensational. Sensational. It is an event or information that causes great public interest and excitement. So you can do that. And when I get finished filling you up with what God say you can do, you're going to know that you can do that, beloved. Yes, you are. Yes. So we know that chicks are, little baby chicks. I should have brought one over here just for the fun of it. Let me grab it. Look at that little baby chick hugging the mama chick hugging the baby chick, or it could be just a chick sister that's covering and helping another woman, helping another chick to be great. That's how we know when we are good. When we can help others be great. I'm trying to make that straight. Okay, so there we go. But anyway, chicks. So it's just a fun. See how cute and playful that is. Chicks are so cute. They're no, chicks represent newness in life and rebirth, being reborn. I'm gonna sit her right here. Let's see if you guys can see her. Where could I sit her? Maybe we'll sit her right here a little bit. Let's sit her right here so we can see her. Let's make her stay. Okay, there she is. Our chick is sitting there, right there with us, guys. So let's go over that. Chick, they so adorable. They symbolize spring and rebirth. But we're going to use it, chick in charge, as a metaphor to charge us, to talk about the things that we have been charged with in life, and also how we can go in those things. And when I say charge, I'm not talking about a credit card like you go charge on a credit card. I'm not talking about when somebody charge you with an insertion of blame or guilt. We're not talking about that. But this is a spirited phrase that can infuse you with confidence and assertiveness. That's what I'm talking about. That is what we are talking about here. So look, this whole phrase, let's talk about the etymology of this word chick. Chick is a word that came into existence. They started using this word in the early Middle English period. And it was extended to like a human offspring. That's what they would, do. It signifies someone of a tender early age. And then by 1927, African Americans brought it on as a slang to a young woman. And in 1940, the British, they picked it up, applying it to a young woman. And then in 1950, the B-necks, they popularized it. They were, just this movement of like, not hippies, but they wore the black suits and the shades, and they was kind of like against the regular establishment. So they made that popular. You would have to look that up. You can look that up. It's the B-Nicks. It's Beatniks, and you can look that up. Martin Luther King was part of that. Malcolm X. A lot of people. It was a big, big movement. So, but that's not our purpose today. I'll just letting you know the origin of this word, how this word evolved. Now that's the word chick. Now what's the etymology of charge? They started using charge in the 1200s, and it meant a load or weight. But then by the mid 14th century, it evolved to denote responsibility or burden. And presently, as we know it too, it's another way we know it. It's a command. a command, someone that's entrusted with a task or a duty or a responsibility. Yes. So that's just how it came about, guys. I like to do a little history. But this chick in charge phrase is powerful and a playful expression. It celebrates confidence, power, and the ability to take charge. But you look, like I said, how you going to take charge if you don't know your charge, if you don't know your commandment, if you don't know what you're supposed to do, like personally, if you don't know what you're supposed to do spiritually? You have to know your charge to take charge, and you always have to do your charge in faith, hope, and love in order, like I said first, for it to be solid, for it to be successful, and it to be sensational. Sensational is something that's causing a great interest and excitement. I'm trying to do that now as I'm speaking with you all, causing a great interest and excitement about this subject matter, because it's going to help you, going to bless you real good, okay? So look, chick in charge, we've heard, what is a chick in charge? Just let's say in the natural. Well, some things of, what do you say? Why don't you type it in there and tell me, what do you think a chick in charge is? Well, I'll give you some things here. A chick in charge, look, she knows her charge. She knows her purpose. She knows her commission, and she knows her assignment. She takes charge. She has a plan, and she works her plan. She is creative and constructive. She knows leadership is not about gender. She knows also she's a leading lady. She's a self-starter. She first leads herself. She is bold and unapologetic. She negotiates wise business deals and contracts. She controls her attitude. And she builds and edifies her own home and herself. She is confident and have unwavering faith. She feels good about herself from the inside out. She has grit, courage, and resolve strengthen her character. She falls down, but she immediately gets back up. She discontinues anything that is not serving her good. Look, she commands attention because of her persona. She knows her worth is not dictated by her salary. She doesn't look for handouts. She is a hand up. She looks to convey value and inspire hearts and motivate minds. She engages those who need support with their vision, and she also engages those who help her with her vision. She is not ordinary. She is extraordinary. Chick in charge. Don't you like that? Yes. It is slang also for a boss woman. A boss woman who's a leader, a proprietor, an activist, and a self-starter. That's some good stuff right there, beloved. That is some good stuff. Yes, it is. Look, I'm going to say, I want you to say for yourself, I'm a chick in charge. Yes, I am. Look, I may not feel all of those descriptions right now, but I'm on my way. You say that you are a chick in charge. A chick in charge calls those things that are not as if they are so, but she also employs a plan to make them so. To make them so. You understand? Yes, a chick in charge, she doesn't wait. She takes initiative. Now we know a chick in charge, naturally all of us are students, mentees, and proteges of our environment. The things that we have seen, the things that we have heard, the things that we have experienced, all of these things, beloved, They seed or generate our thought life. Yes, they do. They do. But I know that we all have the desire to be better. We want to be a better self so that we can live our best life for the rest of our life, presently and in the future. Yes, we do. So spiritually, beloved, you cannot get more significant than the spirit man. Because your spirit man is your real you. Your spirit woman is your real you. You can see, this is my house. When you can see, my body, I can't see your body right now, but we see people's body. But they're real, that's just their house. That's just the shell. But the real them is the spirit, is that invisible man. This is what God created, because, beloved, we are created in God's image. He made us like him. God has eyes and ears and hands and feet. The Bible speaks of that. He made us like him in his image, but he made us he made us our spirit man. Yes. And when our mother and father, got together and the conception happened, then we were birthed in the natural. We were birthed in our earth suit. Isn't that wonderful? And God told us he wants us to be like, first of all, let me back up a little bit. I don't want to go too fast. I know that we all have personal goals to be the best in our life. We all have that. But I'm here to tell you, beloved, if you will work on your spiritual goals first, it will propel you in some of the personal goals that you have. Because everything should be underlined by God's way, his will, and his wisdom, everything, in order for you to be successful. So that's why I want to talk about the spiritual part of being a chick in charge, a boss chick, okay? God told us, watch this, beloved. After Adam and Eve sinned, we became sinful because we were born in sin, because they were sin. They lost their perfect condition with God. They were separated from God because of sin. God still loved them because, he didn't burn them up and take them off the planet then. But they became separated from God because God is so holy. Sin cannot be in God's presence. So, beloved, when we are in sin, it separates us from God. That's what happened to Adam and Eve. So we were born after that. So we were born in sin and shaped in iniquity. But God, in his love, he provided a sacrifice for us, and that was the perfect Lamb of Jesus. He exchanged our sin for his righteousness. It's real simple. Yes. So because of that, God told us not to be like our sinful parents, not to be like the father of the lie, the devil, who initiated this sin. Never given to him. Never given to the charge that the enemy give you. Don't give in to his commands. You want to give into God's command. So the first thing God told us is to be imitators of Christ and to be followers of God. Now, let's see. I'm going to run this down to you, and you're going to see you cannot become no bigger boss than this. This is who we are to imitate. God's only begotten Son. He is the biggest boss. He is the great one. He said, but the Father is greater than I. He is the only begotten of the Father. He is the triune God. He is the Son of the highest. He is the resurrection. He is the King of kings. He's the Lord of lords. He is Alpha and Omega. He's the beginning and the end. He's the Prince of Peace. He's the author and finisher of our faith. He's the Savior of the world. He's a wonderful counselor, a mighty God, the Lion of Judah, the great shepherd, the truth, the word, eternal life. My God, look at that. Everything of God is exposed and expressed in Jesus. You don't need a telescope to see it. You don't need a microscope to see it. You don't even need a horoscope to know it. To see it and to know it, you need a spiritual scope. And that's what we're talking about. That is the highest priority, what you should be trying to do in order to be a chick in charge in the natural, but first a chick in charge in the spiritual. So this was really good, beloved. I'm going to come back to you and talk to you about the example that Jesus gave us. The first 5 things that he gave us. And they all start with an S. As I said, Superman only has 1 S on his chest. But Jesus got 5 S's on his chest and many more. We're just going to talk about those 5, okay? So until next time, we're going to close it right here. So until next time, beloved, I want to say to you, worry not. Pray a lot. Keep your mind locked, giving thanks and praise to God, our peace and our rock. Love you, beloved. I'll come back again. God bless you.